and welcome to Sketching the World. I'm off tomorrow, which will be not tomorrow when you're watching this, but yeah, off to Tokyo and around some other parts of Japan. And this is what I'm packing, my sketching kit that I'm packing to take with me. I'm sorry if there's background noise, there's construction going on next door. I'm going to be so glad to get away from that. It's going to be the best part about going away. Seriously, it's been driving us nuts. So I was thinking I do a packing video every time I'm going somewhere. And I don't want to repeat the same things, but at the same time, it would be stupid to pack different materials just to make my video different. But there are a few things that I'm thinking about that I haven't taken when I've been traveling before. And the first of these, normally I take the big pen, like the Faber-Castell watercolor markers or Ecolines, you know, the big markers like this with me. They're a bit chunky, take up a lot of space. So for this trip, I've got these guys, the Sailor Shikiori, and I was just testing them last night just to make sure they all still worked, because I've had these for ages and they've just been sitting around. And yeah, so it's just testing. I've got the fatter end and the very thin end. And yeah, you can just do some quite chunky lines with those. And these are the colors of Japan. They're Japan-based colors. So I thought they would be nice to use. So they don't have the color names in English, but they do have them in Japanese. Nishi something marker. Ame. Rainy night. Ooh, my Japanese. All those years of studying Japanese is paying off. I think that's rain. No, snow. Oh, snow. But yeah. So I've got the set of these. I was going to just pick out the spring colours because it'll be spring when I'm there. But then I thought, no, I'll take the whole range. So I think there's about 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, which I think there are a few other colours in the range. And because they dried out, I separated them and I've never replaced them. The other thing I was thinking with these is if I do need to replace any while I'm in Japan, they should be quite cheap to buy there because they're a Japanese brand and a Japanese product. So yeah, I'll put those into this little case so that I can keep them separated from the rest of my art materials. I don't know, I kind of feel like after a few sketching trips, I feel like I do like to have different materials in different cases rather than having one big kit. So the next thing I'm taking are my good old neocolors. If you saw my video recently on urban sketching with neocolors, I had so much fun with that. I've only got this small tin and I don't really want to take anything bigger than this with neocolors in it because this is just a really good size and I like having the limited choice. The only thing I was thinking was, do I need this blue and this blue? It's a very pale blue. This probably isn't the best surface for it. But yeah, so I can, if I put the white over that, I can almost get that the same color as that lighter blue anyway. So I might get rid of that. I would like to put that blue in, but I shouldn't. Orange I don't need because there's already an orange. I think it's the same orange. Some of these I had and then I bought the just basic 12 set because I wanted to have them all in the little tin. And that is why I've got duplicates. I could put the purple in. I've got the purple, I've got the lilac, black. It is really hard to know what to take. the brown might be good. So I've got this brown, but that's a very lighter brown. It's not that much difference though. Sahara yellow. Anyway, that's the neocolors, and I'll put all these somewhere safe. So yeah, the neocolors, the markers. I want to take this pencil case. I don't really have anything to put in it, but it's such a good little pencil case if I just want to go out and do like just minimal sketching kit, very minimal sketching kit. Then I've got these watercolors. I swatched these in a previous video, and I really thought the neon colors would be great for doing night scenes. So I thought, yeah, I'll take these with me and try that out while I'm in Tokyo, in Japan, and see how they go. And my little gouache set, I want to take this along. And I think I might take, I have to wash it, but this little palette. I've got the little palette bit here, but there's no way I'm ever going to use that because it's just too small and too plastic. Seems like it would be very unsatisfying to use. So yeah, I'm going to take my own little palette that I bought in Tokyo, and now I'm taking back to Tokyo. So that's gouache, watercolor, and palette. It's their pencil case. Then my pencils. Every other packing video I've done, I've gone through all my pencils and worked out which ones I'm taking, which ones I'm not, swatching them all. So I thought I won't bother doing that this time because it will be exactly the same. I'm going to take all the dark indigo. I feel like maybe I could really pare down my pencil set. I've been loving these drawing pencils lately, so I want to grab all of those. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, sort of torn between wanting to take minimal pencils, but also like the luminance pencils are not cheap to buy in Tokyo. They're probably more expensive there than what they are here. So it's not like I'm gonna go and restock them or anything while I'm there. Got a lot of Holbein pencils, but I'll probably buy some while I'm there. The Holbein pencils are cheap. Yeah, a lot cheaper in Tokyo than they are here. Silver grey. That's a nice colour. And I want to take my magic pencil. I love using that gun. I always thought I'd hate them, and then I got one and I love it. Don't need that, don't need that, I need that. So yeah, I'm just going through and randomly, pretty randomly, picking what I want to take. That yellow I think is quite scratchy and not nice. No, it is okay. I might take this. Last time I was in Tokyo, I really had trouble getting a bright yellow, and there's a lot of yellow like in the city environment. So taking that, it's one of those, you know, wax pens, the ones that have the things that you pull down. I don't know the name of those, but yeah, the waxy ones. So I'll just make sure I've got a full range here. I've got the ones. I actually don't have some of my pencils here because my pencil case is across the room. So I'll just run across and get it. And I've got my pencil case. And I've got a bunch of pencils in here. So I'll take everything out and then I'll just start loading it back up again. The lid's not going on this water brush and I'm not sure why. Haha, lid's on the water brush. So yeah, I'll put all my Derwent pencils in one pile. So another one of those. Yeah, that one. That's really nice. So yeah, the Derwent drawing pencils, I've got 6 of those. And definitely taking those. I could probably just go out for a day of sketching with those alone. I actually got 7. I think I've got 2 of the Chinese. Is that it? Yeah, I've got 7, including the Chinese white. So I'll pop those in there. Now next up, yeah, that yellow one to take. I want to take that yellow. I don't need to double up on yellows. The green, the orange. I really like those 2 colours together. The more khaki green. My favourite pink. The magic pencil. The dark indigo. I wonder if I need another dark indigo. All my dark indigos get to about this length and then I get a new one. So I should finish them off. Then that bright red. That's another dark indigo. And that green, I really like that green. That's Payne's grey. That is silver grey. Yeah, I had that, showed that before. That cobalt blue. I'm pretty sure I've got a longer one than that. Yes, just here. So I'll put that there. That one can probably go in my really short stubby pencil thing. And the Prismacolor red. Oh, it's another of the Derwent pencils. So I'll put that in. Don't need that. Don't want to take those markers. And I might take the watercolor pencil. Sometimes that's good to draw with. And I think that's all I'll take in pencils. Maybe just a leaf blue. Yeah. So I'll pop all those in my pencil case. And I'll get my little bag with my pencil sharpener. And I'll empty the pencil sharpenings out because I don't really need to take pencil sharpenings all the way across the world. This pencil sharpener in the bag trick is such a good one if you're, out sketching and you definitely don't want to be leaving pencil sharpenings around the place. And so it keeps everything neat and tidy. Before I did this, I used to just shove my pencil sharpenings in the bottom of my pencil case, but that got it all mucky and awful. Then some washi tape. And I think that's all I need. I might actually pop these in here for now. Yeah, that's all I need to take. Actually, I'm good. Pop that in there. And, oh yeah, these watercolors. I'm not taking other watercolors because I'm thinking about buying some when I'm there. So I don't want to take stuff that's going to be a double up. Now, not lastly, but I wanted to take a couple of these brushes. I'll take that flat one. Take that round. That's the biggest round. And do I need any other brushes apart from these 2? Maybe this one. I also did a video previously on this Artify brush kit. And yeah, I really like the liner brush for doing fine detail work. The 10 round, I would have liked a larger round than this, but that's quite a good round. And then the 14 bright. And I think they'll fit in here, but they probably won't. Brushes are the hardest thing to pack because they never fit in anywhere. What I might do, just temporarily, is put them in this little case. Caran d'Ache, everything of Caran d'Ache seems to open the wrong one. No, that's not going to go anywhere near fitting. what I might do is put them in the back pocket. I might put them upside down because I don't really want the bristle end sticking up. Yes, I've got just this little collection here. I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. And I've got these. Now onto surfaces. I've got, this is not the sketchbook I'm taking with me. I got the wrong one. I'll go and get the right one in a sec. Little green tree. I love these. I usually take these with me whenever I go. And this is the one that I was swatching my Derwent pencils in. So I've got a few of these, so I'll take one of these to have a bigger sketchbook and I'll go and get the right sketchbook. Okay, back with the right sketchbook. So the Moleskine sketch album, the little square one. If you've seen any of my other packing videos, you would have seen me pack this guy because I quite like these as a travel sketchbook. And yeah, the little green tree. One of the things I want to do on this trip is focus more on drawing people, like people in the environment, rather than just having these like sort of scenes. I think if you avoid drawing people too much, then you start looking a bit post-apocalyptic. Like, you know, all these streets and everything with no people in them. So yeah, and just not just drawing people for the sake of drawing people, like to add a crowd scene, but having people in action, like people like working, people doing things. So that's the main bit. But since so many people have suggested I do this, I'm going to make my own sketchbook. Well, it's a sketchbook. I'm not going to actually bind it or anything. I'm going to do it pretty simply, but yeah, just to take some of my own papers along. So let's get on to that. Okay, I've had a slight change of plans and a bit of a setback with making my sketching pad. I was going to use the back of a Muji sketchbook and just cut it, but then I realised that's not A4. And luckily I found this Ache watercolor paper that is A4, and I've used the whole pad. So what I'm going to do is put the paper into this and use this backing board. But what is setting me back is we have this hot press paper, which I was going to use as part of this sketchbook that I was taking with me. This is not A4. It is slightly bigger than A4. Let's put that on there. See? And I really don't want to have to cut, like, you know, it's not cheap paper. I don't really want to have to cut it down to size. So what I'm thinking of doing is just getting this set up now, and then maybe buying some watercolor paper while I'm in Japan. Maybe buy some Japanese paper. But yeah, so I'm just making a little sketch pad, repurposing this to make my own sketch pad. And I've got some plain white, just drawing paper, like the big A3 sheets, but I'm not sure if it's worth putting some of that in because it's no different to the paper I've got. I might just try a few sheets, but yeah, I'd like to put in some of the coloured paper. I mean, it's probably best to use the coloured paper with oil crayons. They seem to work best on it, but I don't want to take oil crayons with me. And I figure if I really do want to do something with oil crayons, I can buy the Holbein ones in Japan. They're super cheap there. I think like the oil crayons are considered like stuff you would buy for school kids. You can buy them just at the local stationery shop. So I'm just, oh, I don't like that green colour. I like those colours and maybe a bit of the orangey red. I think that's one red, one orange. So yeah, nice mix of colours there. We've got the red, yellow, a few yellows, some blues. I don't have a had some, there it is. It's not a great colour, but it is good. Like, I like that it's so dark. So yeah, I'll pop those. So I was going to do this whole making my sketchbook thing, but now I've found that I've got this. It's a pretty simple process. And what I was planning to do was to get some of those fold down clips and yeah, use that to hold this together, which I'm still going to do, but I ordered them on Amazon and the order's coming sometime today, but probably, like, Amazon always is very late delivering here. So yeah, I might just put whatever clips I've got around on that, and then when the Amazon man arrives, I'll fix that up. But it'll probably be dark by then and too late to film. So that's my very quick and sketchy sketchbook. I will grab some of that paper though to put in here. Okay, folding up the sketching paper. I do have a boner. Is that what they're called? A boner? I don't have a boner. I have a bone folder that I got when I was making zines, and I put it away somewhere, so I don't really want to get that out right now. I'm just going to use a pencil to do the fold lines. So that's one. Yeah, I'm thinking, even though I've got those sketchbooks, I quite like this paper to draw on. It's very fine, like very fine grained, whereas the sketchbooks aren't as fine. I'd really like to take some ink with me, but I have this absolute fear of travelling with ink. So I might buy some ink, like ink pens or something while I'm there. I did go to the Kakamori ink stand last time and make my own ink, but this time I won't be doing that. I might go there and just have a look at some pre-made inks to buy. So yeah, so now this has got some of the white paper and the coloured paper, and I'll buy some watercolour paper to add to it. It's kind of good having it like this because I can just add and subtract as I want. And I've got that nice hard backing surface, which is also good when I use the other sketchbooks because they're all soft covered. Yeah, so I'm off to Japan tomorrow, as I said. I'm in Tokyo for a while, then travelling to Gifu, which is an area of Japan I've never been to before. I've been to Japan a lot, never been to Gifu. I want to hit some of the stationery stores. It's an area that's very well known for paper making, so I'm hoping to grab some gorgeous papers there. And also, and then after that, heading to Osaka, and then catching the ferry down from Osaka to Fukushima. So overnight on the ferry, and then flying back to Tokyo. And I'm sure I'll get lots of sketching done, and I'll have some great Japanese content coming up soon. So thanks for watching my packing video, and hope to catch you again real soon. Bye!